you some snacks though.
I had hot dogs.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
And they were jalapeno and cheddar.
I had a burger. Had a burger and fries. Some mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Snacks right now. Right here, as we're in the Machine Room podcast. Everybody heard that whole conversation. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first Machine Room podcast of 2022. Yeah, I used it because since you pointed out so much, I used it because I figured why not. It's a great sound effect. Anyways,
It is.
I'm your host Nostradamus, and also with me is your host Hammer Venus.
It did work.
See how excited I was to do this?
I like it.
Because I knew where
Finger gun, finger bang.
I'm finger banging the shit out of you right now. I knew exactly where you were at. I wanted to get.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's not what she said though. She didn't say anything. They usually don't say nothing. Let's not talk about all the sad moments in my freaking life when it comes to women. All right.
Your sex life?
My sex life is disappointing. Not now. I mean, now it's great, but I mean, like growing up, like it was very disappointing. Like I even mentioned this before. There were a lot of moments that could have possibly led to me, like, you know, doing the thing, and I always pushed out of it or something like that. And I mentioned one where there was this girl. She was like, it was basically on my front step, like on my stoop, and she was like, "Come on, you can go inside, you know, hang out in your room." And I'm all like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good, nah." And she seemed very disappointed in it, and she was like, she already had a reputation of like sleeping around, and you know, and I cared about that. I didn't want to be that guy who had, you know, was like, "Oh, you were the chick." Also, she was in a girl in her class was the girl that I was really crazy about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A girl that I wanted to be with. And this girl was a twin too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she was a twin. And you know
Twins,
how they say, you know how they say that twins are not identical really. They're both different, you know? Like they look, but you couldn't really tell them apart.
Yeah, I have two twin sisters.
You got two twin sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like, do you have two sisters who are twins, or you have two sets of twins?
No, I have two sisters that are twins.
Oh, I was here like fascinated that you had two sets of twins. So you have four sisters that are twins.
Oh, God, no. That would be awful. I have two sets of grandmothers that are twins.
Oh, shit. Damn. So twins just run in your family.
Yeah, they do. So I have like a high chance of having twins.
That's dope. Apparently, my nephew has twins. But what is it called? Isn't it called like fraternal if they're like boy and girl? Or something?
That's, I forget the term.
Well, there's a boy and girl. He has a Luke and Leia, basically, is what he...
Nice.
He has a boy and girl. So this girl was a twin, and I could tell the difference between her and her sister. I really, really liked her. And I didn't want to, like, do anything with this other girl that'll fucking leak and get to that girl, and then it'll end my chances. But it didn't matter, because in the end, I never got with the girl, because she ended up moving, her and her whole family, you know, never... saw that woman again. So yeah, but those are one of the that's one of the instances, you know, one of the instances of possibly a potential time that I could have like got down and dirty and lost my virginity early and shit.
So she wanted to smash and you fucked it up and didn't do it.
She wanted to smash and I said nope.
Yeah, I've always had the opposite happen, where I find the girl that everyone says is a sure thing, and then she puts me in the friend zone.
Don't you hate that even more? Damn.
Don't smash.
Don't smash. Yeah, that'll piss me off too. I don't know, man. It's like back then I was more of a I don't want to say pussy, but I was all like, oh, I respect. I don't want it to make it seem like that's fucked up, but I respect women and I won't take advantage and all that shit like that, and I still do. But I'm just saying, like, younger me was all like, no, that's okay. But older me, when I was single, was like, oh, you want to bang? Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. That should have been younger
right
me.
now.
The fuck is wrong with me? The fuck is wrong with me? The fuck is wrong with younger me? If you could go back in time, oh my god. I know this is a question that always pops up in everybody's conversations. But if you can go back in time, the things you would change.
Oh, no doubt. There's a lot of girls that I wouldn't sleep with.
Amen.
One of those, like, you do it and immediately after you're like, oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that. Everything's ruined now.
But it'll be like going back in time, but just subconsciously, kind of like Days of Future Past. Like you don't go back in time, then you like see yourself. You just go back in time, and you're there,
Right.
subconsciously. So you don't have to worry about the time paradox, and you can't meet each other because it'll fuck up the whole. It depends on what kind of time travel ideology or whatever theory you believe in. There you go.
Terminator rules one way, and you can have doubles.
Yeah, so your Terminator rule that you send your best friend end up being your father.
Hey. If my mom wants to smash my best friend, I guess I can't stop him.
I guess that's how it goes. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Spendog, who is the first and only one so far in the chat. Shout out to you. Yeah! That's right. Yeah. Little John gives a shout out to you. Man, it's always something, but we can't dwell in the past. That's the thing, right? We can't be dwelling in the past. We gotta move forward. Whatever happened for a reason, and blah blah blah, yakety smackety. But yeah, the more I think about it, I should have let that girl go into my bedroom.
You should have. I'm gonna give you shit for that for the rest of your life now.
Oh my god, so stupid. So fucking stupid. I cared about what people thought. I was trying to get cool points with a girl, and it didn't even matter. You see how that didn't even matter? Fucking sucks.
Fucked it up.
I did fuck it up. Oh well. What was even more crazy was that this girl was cousin of my first girlfriend.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. So that was that.
What grade was that?
8th.
Oh wow.
Yup. Little baby me.
With no beard.
Little baby me, no beard. No bullshit. I had a goatee.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Your boy was bearded up. Well, not bearded up. Could have been. But your boy was facial haired at a very young age. I'm talking about they almost let me vote at one point.
Oh my god.
I just walked up and they're like, "You here to vote?" And I'm like, "No, I'm here to see my dad." What the fuck? Because I walked up with my little nephew in hand, so it looked like I was a father and this was my son. I was like, "Nah, man, I didn't start producing." And then when I got to freshman year, they thought I was like undercover cop or some shit.
Oh my god. You're lucky. Like I still get carded for like beer and cigarettes and stuff. Some people don't. Like I think I'm finally reaching that age where people are like, okay, she's of age. She can buy shit. But some places I still get carded, which because they think that I'm too young. Which I guess is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, like I kind of see that, like, Rocio, when she gets carded, she gets really like, damn, like I look young. Like she gets like hurt or offended by it. When I would think like, oh, wouldn't you feel like good about it that you still like people still think you're young or whatnot? But then I also get it where they like damn it, I'm a grown ass man, you know, or not a grown ass man, but in my sense, like I'm a grown ass man, you know, I'm not no little kid. In her sense, like I'm a grown woman, I'm no little kid. So I can see in that sense. Me, I mean, it's by law and their job to card you still, but there's times, most times, where they just like, all right, because I got this. There's no way that some fucking 15-year-old is walking around with a beard.
I don't know. Some kids in my middle school had facial hair.
Yeah, but not this length. Like if
not like that. No.
If I was like in fucking freshman year with this, yeah, something's up. I should have been in the freaking. I should have been in the carnivals and whatnot. You know.
Hell yeah.
Come to the shore, the Teen Wolf. It's me.
Rawr.
Weren't those brothers? They were brothers that they were like hairy all over.
Oh yeah, or
Mexican brothers or something.
Yeah, they were from Mexico or somewhere in South America, I think. And they like got hair like all over their face.
All over.
That was fucking weird.
I'm this close to being there. I'm halfway. Just
Wolf Boy, I think they called him.
Just gotta get this rest up here. I think I could get there.
I don't think you'd want hair on your nose. I think it'd be hard to shave.
Ugh. It's hard to shave this already. It's hard to shave this already. I hate it. The real mission is getting around here on the lips, because if it gets too far and then it's just like we don't want to talk about it. Anyways, so the holidays, right? That's what just happened. This is the first episode of 2022. Yeah! And it's a new year. We're entering a pandemic year 3. Yep, part 3 of the pandemic year. Still trying to figure this shit out. But
one of my best friends just got COVID too.
Look at that. But it's crazy because now people say like, "Oh, we got COVID," but now it's just okay. You just gotta get through it and hope nothing happens. But it's still that threat that, oh, you got COVID. Let's hope nothing serious happens to you.
Right.
Because it's true. This is just gonna be if history freaking, you know, if anything history shown us, it's just something new that we will evolve into, kind of like I'm pretty sure like the flu was a big serious case when it first started and such, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah, so this is like the next thing that we just have to keep like evolving into, and you know, with the shots, our body will get more immune to it. We'll probably everybody. It's like this video I saw was like, you know, the number of people that got COVID or who's gonna get COVID, and then they just show the fucking Backstreet Boys like everybody. Pretty much.
I think that's what's gonna happen, and it's just gonna be that thing like where you're gonna have it at some point. Everybody's gonna get it. And there's not really much we can do. I mean, we can kind of offset it by getting these shots, these boosters and everything, because it seems like if you have it, then you're not going to be sick for as long. Yep. But you can still catch it, especially with this new thread or whatever, the Omicron. People that are fully vaccinated are still getting sick. So they kind of made fun of that on the new South Park pandemic special that's on Paramount Plus. And it's like 40 years in the future and people are still getting COVID.
You talking about the Omarion, though. You're talking about the Omarion variant.
What it's called.
Oh, shit. It's called the Nas fucking shit up. It's called the Omnicron, which just sounds like a freaking Autobot or Decepticon, you know?
It does.
A Transformer.
It's so I had, when I first saw it, I had to read it a couple times because I was like, no way it says that. That sounds like a Transformer.
But a lot of people jokingly call it the Omarion, you know, after the singer. And then even the singer himself made a video, and the video was like, "Hi, I'm Omarion. I am not a variant." Spendog says we'll build a tolerance eventually. Yeah, That's what it is. My fiance just took her another booster shot, because it's about that time. And right now she's feeling like shit. Her body's in pain. She's hot and cold.
Which one did she get?
It's Pfizer, another Pfizer.
Really? I took all the Pfizer shots and I didn't get sick like that.
Well, you didn't get another one, did you?
I've only had the 2 regular Pfizers and then the 1 booster.
You want booster? Well, this is her first booster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get anything from the booster. Like the second shot, the regular shot, hurt like fuck. I don't know if that's a side effect or if the nurse just stabbed the shit out of me. Because I don't watch. I like turn away, and then it was just like, fuck. Did I get stabbed with like a Bowie knife?
They gotta sneak it on you.
God, she stabbed the fuck out of my arm.
They gotta do it like you seen Nacho Libre, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he talking to him and he's like he wants to baptize him so bad. Well, the guy that only believes in science, he doesn't believe in religion, so he just sneaks up on him and pulls that bowl and he's just like just baptize him real quick.
Yes. I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, me either. But I remember that movie is funny as shit. And every time I watch it, I laugh more and more. And I remember one time my mom was watching it, she was just dying laughing. I barely see that woman like dying laughing on a movie like that.
So what did you do for the holiday after we watched Fat Man?
Fat Man holidays. Let's see. On Christmas, I had to work. So that sucked. But afterwards, I don't remember. I know I chilled and whatnot. You know what matters though is Christmas Eve, because for Latinos we mostly celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, mainly by like midnight or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But by close to midnight, that's when me and Rocio went to go visit my mom and give her hair stuff and whatnot. So before that, we all opened our presents here, and she, getting a present from her is not just simple kind of thing. You gotta work for it, or it's gonna be like a joke or something. And the first present, what was it? Oh yeah, the first present is like, all right, what's this? And I'm shaking it. It's like, well, this sounds like drinks. And then I open it, and it's like a pack of Angry Orchards, right?
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, all right, thanks. I like this. Like, yeah. Let me.
What kind?
It's the variety one, so it has all the different kinds.
Nice. That's the best.
And she's like, yeah. Let me get one though. And I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah. Let me get one. I'm like, all right, but it needs to be cold. This has been here. Let me get one. I was like, okay. And I look, and then I see that there's something white inside. I'm like, what the hell? So I open it, and there's a freaking the red PS5 controller inside of it.
Oh shit.
Or not red. Sorry, magenta. The cosmic magenta one that I kept talking about that I wanted, and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, you really thought I gave you like just Angry Orchards? I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I was cool with it. You didn't have to give me much. I mean, you already got me something for my birthday. And she's like, no, I wouldn't do that. That's just the remaining shit we had around the house. And then I look inside of it. It was like, yeah, remaining like a couple Angry Orchards, some Reds, and fucking other drinks that we had just thrown in there.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, okay. And then she's like, open the other one. And I opened the other one, and it's a fucking a 12-pack of crushed grapes. I'm like, all right, cool, man. We just ran out. She's like, no, let me get one. I'm like, oh, and I open it, and then I find like memory for the computer.
Nice.
Yeah.
My parents used to do shit like that. Like they would put like your Christmas present, like a new game or something like that, in like a box of Cheerios, and you open it, and you're like, oh, Cheerios, thanks. And she's like, no, open it.
No, this is a little gift inside. Look, all the Cheerio you ate this year, you get a whole new system.
Yay.
I'm going to eat more Cheerios. Spend Dog said, Naz like me will take anything for Christmas. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm at the, I'm not like a little kid, so I'm not like, oh, fuck, clothes, or this is not the toy I wanted.
Yeah.
It's like, for the most part, I mean, we're adults. We get ourselves whatever we want now throughout the year.
Oh, absolutely.
There's that one big thing that you really, really want. And the cool thing about her is that she literally like pays attention to me, because I'll mention little things here and there, and there's just nothing to be like, oh, I wanted this, oh, I want that, oh, that's cool, I like that, and I don't even think about it. It's just something, it's just like, oh, that'd be cool to have. And then next thing you know, it's like I open a present, it's like, oh shit, it's a nope button. There was like my last birthday last year, it was like there was just a button and it was like nope, nah, nope, right? And I just thought it was funny, and then I got that for like my birthday and one of the days. I was like, this is hilarious. It's just little things like that controller. I really wanted it. I mean, I wasn't gonna be going crazy for it, and she got it for me.
Is it for PS5 or PS4?
It's the PS5 one.
Nice.
It's just the colored ones. See? This cosmic magenta.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's party.
Yeah, because the PS5 finally got the controllers right. I said it. They finally realized that the Xbox has good ass control designs, and they just went for that. So stuff like that. I got my mom like lamps. I didn't know what to get her, so I pulled one of those moves and just paid attention. So I went over to my mom's while I went to go get Rosie or her present, which was some Lego stuff. They had this this Lego section in Target, not toys but like clothing.
Oh shit.
And she saw this book bag and she thought the book bag was cool. So the moment she said that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it, but I gotta make sure she doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, like I gotta get this and make sure she doesn't get it.
Exactly.
That's why I got her a KitchenAid, but I got her a KitchenAid when she was with me. I was like, I'm gonna get this right now for you. This is one of your Christmas gifts, and I gotta get it now because I don't know if you're gonna get it because it's on sale like crazy now, and I want to make sure you don't get it, so I'm gonna get it. So, and she really loved the Lego thing. So when I went over there, my mom was all like, "Oh, this lamp, it doesn't work, blah 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 blah." That, and I just thought in my head is like, "I'm gonna get you new lamps," which is good because those lamps were like since forever, like
old as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if I was like in my before I became a teenager or so, probably, but they old as fuck, and yeah, she needed something new, so I got her some new lamps and she loved it.
Good.
And then we also got her this big ass tequila. It's a tequila thing, but it's like a shotgun, so it's a shotgun.
Oh, shit.
Glass, and then there's like 2 shot glasses, like shots.
Yep.
The big ass, and she loved it. My mom loves tequila.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Your mom's ready to party.
She gets crazy. She's like, "You wanted to drink?" Like, "I get tequila," and then she gets crazy. I seen her get turned one New Year's Eve. She got a little bit too turned, like
shit.
To the point I had to take her home, and she was all fucked up, man. I felt bad. It comes a point in your life when you have to be the designated driver for your own mother and take care of her. Yep. Shit faced drunk and shit. It's like, and then even she was like, "I'm too old for this." She never did it again.
Good.
But yeah, that was my holiday, man. It was cool. It would have been better if I had my days off, which fell on Christmas, and I got to just chill. But other than that, it's all good.
That's good.
What can you do, right? I got holiday pay for it, so at least I got that.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, that's what it all counts. And then New Year's was just another day. New Year's Eve was just another day. No big.
I got burnt on New Year's Eve.
How you get burnt?
We were shooting fireworks in the street, and I was trying to light this sparkler, and the sparkler blew back and like burnt the shit on my thumb.
Ooh, shit.
So I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, I see it.
It was all like huge and pussy.
Damn.
It finally popped, and now it's just like discolored.
You ever shot What are they called? Roman candles at each other?
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, should be done, but we did it.
Yep.
Not on New Year's. It was like one. It was like one fucking. What's that day that we celebrate shit? 4th of July.
Independence Day.
Yeah. One of those days. One year we did that. New Year's I did hear just gunshots everywhere. That's for sure. Some
fireworks. My god.
Fireworks and gunshots. Chicago, baby. Yeehaw! It's a Wild Wild West out here. Okay, it's not that crazy. But you hear it.
Yeah. I went to my mom's in Texas. And my youngest sister lives there too with my niece, and my nephew came to visit. So it was basically the 4 of us for that whole week between Christmas and New Year's. And I got my nephew some Pokemon stuff, some cards, and a Charizard statue. And I got my niece a new Barbie. It was like a Barbie made out of recycled plastics. So I thought that was cool. And I got my mom a Chromecast so we can watch Dexter.
Wait, is this like the little stick, whatever?
Yeah, the little round thing.
Is round or just like a USB drive looking thing?
No, it's round.
It's
round and has a cord coming out of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got my mom something like that, but it was Roku. Cause I used to give her this one. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. This one that freaking I told LP about, and he's all like, "Give it to me." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know? Damn it! Where is it at? Where are you? Where is she? You know, like Batman. Where's the trigger? Where? He did, like I said, he didn't do really good freaking investigating those movies. Let me tell you.
No, he didn't.
He didn't do really good. Okay, I can't find it. But you know, like the little fucking the stick.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't find it now.
Yeah, my mom had one of those already, but I was like, she needs a Chromecast because it's like way better, because you can basically cast any app onto it.
Oh, really? Nice. I got my mom the other Roku one because the stick one was very difficult to put on the TV. Also, it heated. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to ask you, like, do you have or experience a Chromecast one, the stick one, that just like overheats?
No, none of mine ever overheated.
No? Oh, that Roku one did, and it was always weird to kind of, because you had to plug a USB and then to the HDMI, which was kind of weird on her TV. So I just got this one. I thought it would be better for her to use it. And then that led to a realization of the situation that was happening over here with this projector, because we were experiencing a black burning mark as we were watching it for like a long period of time. And it would just increase until it gets to a point where it just looked like a Nike sign, you know, kind of like forming like a Nike sign. And I was like, what the hell was going on? And we thought like, oh snap, the projector it reached its limit. The lens is getting burnt out from being used too much, blah, blah, blah. We were freaking looking into getting a whole new one, something more expensive. We all pitch in for, blah, blah, blah. And then last Thursday, it's my day off, right? That's the day they give me now, and I don't got anything to do. I mean, my friend is working, she's working. I got nothing to do, so I'm just home, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch all 3 of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, which was the first time I ever did that, like back to back to back, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Nothing happened to the screen though. Nothing.
Oh wow.
I spent all day on the projector just watching movies back to back and the new Boba Fett show. All day. And then it wasn't until like late that night that I realized, and it came into my head. And you know those moments like in the movies or TV shows when you start realizing shit, you start seeing those flashback moments and shit, like,
yeah,
you know? It was all these flashback moments of that little Roku thing and how it overheated for me. And I was like, that's it. That's when I realized that little stick that's connected to that, it's overheating.
Oh, damn.
That's what it has to be, because I watched it. When I watched it, I was watching off my Xbox all day. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. But when we watched stuff, it was off the Roku stick. That's when shit happened.
See, that's why you need to get a Chromecast.
That's on them. That's not on me. I'm okay with just watching shit off my Xbox. It's all my shit, my accounts, it's all good. So that saved us like a lot of money. So far, that's the case. So there you go, people. Do not get those sticks. They burn out.
Yep. I don't recommend Roku to anybody.
They burn out. I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend Roku to anybody, but do not get the stick. They burn out. I do got the little what's the Google one called? Yeah, it's Google, right? Hey Google, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that little shit.
The Google Mini.
Yeah, that little shit that talks. That they practically gave everybody because they're trying to listen in. Wake up.
I have like 3 of those things.
Be woke. Oh, they all over your place. But like, what the fuck they're gonna find, right? Like, I don't give a shit what they hear.
I don't either.
I don't give a shit what they hear. What they're gonna hear? They're gonna hear me freaking geeking out watching Spider-Man, the animated series again. That's what they're gonna hear me.
They just hear me talking to my dogs.
There you go. They're gonna hear me talking to that dog. The little dog that we fostered had an operation, so she now has a big scar right here, and yeah, she was very drugged and sad the day she came back from that operation.
Aww.
Barely could touch her. At one point, she wasn't loving Rosie anymore, which bummed out Rosie a little bit. But then she came. I told her she's gonna come around. You just gotta keep like loving her and blah blah blah. Now she once again crying when she's not around and shit like that. The dog.
Aww.
The
poor
dog cries when Rosie's not around. But she's all good. She'll recover. Just like the last one. You remember the last one that it was like the whole chest? It was a big
I never
Y?
saw it.
No? I swore I showed you. It was like a big Y. The other dog had like this whole thing.
Oh, damn.
On
like a
his
white
check.
incision?
Yeah.
They do that with autopsies.
Shit, well, the dog wasn't dead. But it needed to get surgery because all her nipples were like, something about the nipples need to be removed because they were like, it shouldn't have been like that or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know the gist of all this. Believe it or not, like the medical field when it comes to animals is freaking crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Crazy as shit. Spend dog over here. Government just gonna hear me reacting to the Machine Room podcast.
Hey.
It's straight up. Straight up. But that's how my holidays was, man. Just fucking relaxing and dealing with work and here, and I watched Encanto. That movie was really good. I highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. And now I'm dealing with freaking freezing ass weather.
Yeah, it's like in the 20s here right now.
Oh, I fucking wish it was 20s here. I wish it was 20s here. Like, it gets 20s like during the day when the sun's out, but man, it's been freezing cold. Like,
oh my god.
I'm freezing. Like, I got home today and I just wanted to be in bed under the covers, like, and we got the heat up. I'm still layered, by the way. You see me with this. It's not cold in here at all. It's not. It's hot. But I've been outside in the freezing cold for so long that I'm just like embracing the heat,
Right.
Fuck that. I want to be sweating. Once I'm sweating, I know I'm good. Once I'm sweating, I know I'm good. But it's 2022. We're here. This is the first episode of Machine Room Podcast. Thank you guys.
Episode 80.
Episode 80. We reached 80 in 2022. We started when?
Like 2 years ago?
Was it?
2 or 3 years ago?
Jeez. 80. 2022. This year already kind of hit us hard, though, man. We lost some greats. We lost some greats. I'm still gonna say that Betty White hit 100 before she went. It was like a week away, you know.
Who?
Betty White.
Oh, her birthday was like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
She would have been 100.
It's basically 100. Can we just round it off?
Yeah, let's just round.
Let's just round it off that she made it a whole century. She did. She made it a whole century.
She was still alive in her mom's tummy, so I guess that counts.
Yeah, there you go. So fuck it. She made it at 100. At 100. You know, here's the thing though, man, because I'm starting to like, I don't want to say any celebrities' names or think about them, because so far, the ones I've been thinking about or naming, they've been going off the list, and I'm not really happy about that.
Like who?
Well, Betty White's one. I thought about her. I was like, damn, man, you know, like Betty White's still around, man. It's gonna be kind of fucked up. She goes, but nah, she won't go anytime soon. Bam, she goes away.
Oh my god.
Right, and then, then today I hear Bob Saget's gone.
Yeah.
Right, that's a big shocker. Like, I don't think anybody saw this coming. It's kind of like with,
No, he was only 65. He had, you know, a good 20 more years to live.
Yeah, young as shit. Like my mom's in her 60s right now, so that fucking gets me all worried. But there was nothing. Like no one knows. Well, right now I don't think we know why. Right? It was just he was found.
Yeah, they just found him dead in a hotel room.
Yeah, so we don't know why, but it's a big shock. But there's nothing. You know, there's no history. Kind of like Norm Macdonald. You know, we just found out he died, but at least we knew because he had cancer. He just kept it to himself and whatnot. With Bob Saget, it's just like there's no history. It's just nothing. But I mentioned Bob Saget Friday because I was playing a game called The Ascent, and there was like some guy's face on a billboard in there, and I was like, "Is that fucking Bob Saget?" And I cracked up. And then, like, you know, 2 days later, he's gone, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Quit thinking of people.
I should. Like Sony Shiba. I was watching his movie Street Fighter. Then like 2 or 3 days later, he passed away too.
Yeah. That was sad.
That was sad. So yeah, that's what 2022. Sidney Poitier as well. I didn't think anything about Sidney Poitier, but you know, still.
I thought he had died already.
I thought so too. So that was like the shock was that he was still alive.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wow, he's still alive and now he's dead. Aw.
No, wait, bullshit. No, I did mention Sidney Poitier. Because my girl was schooling me on my knowledge of movies. And then she asked, one of the questions was, Sidney Poitier won an Oscar or directed this movie, blah, blah, blah. Something like he won an Oscar or directed. I think it was something like he directed the movie called, and then gave me the list. And I was, the only movie I know from like Sidney Poitier is like, what's that one they made into a show?
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
No, that one? That's the only one. And then there's another one that actually became a TV show too with Archie Bunker. In the Heat of the Night, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's a good show.
So, those are the only things I know of Sidney Poitier. That and the freaking limited edition Sidney Poitiers from Walgreens that Randy mentioned in our dub. You know? Like, I know he's, you know, I know him. I know that he was like the biggest freaking African American actor, and he was the first to win an Oscar, you know, African American and stuff like that. But I don't know much about his movies and whatnot. But yeah, I mentioned that, and then, you know, soon enough, like a month later, 2 months later, whatever. A month later. Yeah, a month later, I think. So just keep people's celebrities out of my mouth.
Please, and keep my name out of your mouth.
I'm like the Death Note, but with a mouth. Death mouth.
Death mouth.
Yeah, I only know him from the One Piece dub. That's what spend that. It was in One Piece we said that. I don't even remember what the fuck we said that shit. Don't ask me where we said stuff. You know what's funny when people's like this and that, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And it was like, you said it in this. I was like, I don't remember.
You don't.
I don't.
I've tried to quiz you on stuff like that, and you never remember.
I don't remember unless it really, really stuck out and shit like that. If it's, but I love it when it's like little things that we don't remember, and I was like, oh shit, that made an impact on whatever. That's funny.
We have that like a snow cone machine company here, and they're called Siberian Chills, And I remember one day I sent you a picture of it, and I said, Siberian bullshit. And you're like, what's that from? I was like, from one of the doves.
See? And even now, I don't even remember which dub it was from.
I think it was from Juggernaut 3.
Probs. I do remember something of it. It sounds familiar. But I barely remember it. That's why it's always good to watch those again. You know, I did that recently. I watched the latest 3 that we did. So Ghost in the Shell, Dragon Ball Super Broly, and Black Panther. I watched those 3 again recently. Still fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Still crack me up all the time. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, man. Bob Saget's gone. the first,
so sad.
The original YouTuber before YouTube.
He had Tosh.0 before Tosh.0 was a thing.
Way better than Tosh.0. I never was into Tosh. I don't know, man. And
really, I love that show. He makes me laugh so hard.
I couldn't get into it, especially since it was at the time that YouTube became a thing. So I was like, you're just doing what we see and do online.
Exactly.
TV and making money for it. So of course I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. That's why I didn't see I don't know. I didn't get it. But yes, Bob Saget was the first Tosh.0 for Tosh.0. America. Is that even still going on?
It is. They have like a different host, and he's really corny.
It's not dude from Fresh Prince.
No, it's some white dude.
Oh.
Some corny ass.
Didn't fucking the hell's his name from Fresh Prince? Help me out here, people. Carlton, right? Didn't Carlton host that shit at a point?
I believe he did. Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah, that guy. Did he host at one point?
I think so. I mean, look.
We used to watch that heavily. And that's the thing, because we only knew Bob Saget for that. It wasn't until like a whole decade later or whatever that you find out that he had some twisted ass comedy. Imagine when I saw him in Half Baked saying I suck dick for coke.
That's my favorite Bob Saget moment. Because I remember when that movie came out and that whole scene came on, and I was like, is that Bob Saget? Oh shit, it is. And then he had like the best line in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I used to suck dick for coke. I've seen him.
Yeah. You ever suck dick for marijuana? Nope. Then I rest my case.
Boo this man.
And then he did it was Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, the shit. That was
the prequel one.
The prequel one.
Yeah,
that was funny. There's shit everywhere.
I hate it when everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but the comments that they see, you'll find some comments and they say like he wasn't even funny. Like, come on, man! Like that's not the point here. This is Bob Saget. Like, we grew up with Bob Saget. Anybody now don't give a shit, but we literally grew up with Bob Saget. He was Full House. He was the American Dad. And he was the host of America's Funny Home Video. This motherfucker dominated the 80s and 90s. Let's face it.
He did. He was like everywhere. I think he even appeared on like some Nickelodeon stuff before.
Yeah.
I mean, so he was just all over our childhood.
This guy was the guy, like I'm pretty sure, and I hope like he was set for life after all that shit. Whether he was funny or not funny, he was talented enough to get that. He was charming, like.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't hate him. Nobody hated him. Show me someone that hated Bob Saget.
I will.
You will?
Heather, that's been on the show before.
Oh,
she's been on here a couple times, and I sent her a text. I was like, Bob Saget died. She goes, I didn't like him. I was like, why? She said, not funny at all and awkward. Seems like a dude who smells panties. I said, that's what made him funny.
She has an acquired taste. I'm not surprised. She seemed like someone who'd be like, whatever, Bob.
Whatever, dude.
Well, you know, he was our American dad. Damn it.
Amen.
It was just a shock. It was like, who? I don't want to say who's next, but
well, it wasn't that. It was just like I didn't expect him to die so young.
I didn't expect him to die. Period. You know, I found out we were about to leave work, and we were picking up one of the coworkers because he just dropped off some equipment, and we're gonna pick him up, and the van door opened, and he just came in and was like, "Yo, Bob Saget dead." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, man. I'm like, nah. And then quickly, you know, I gotta go to my sources. I go on Twitter and I'm looking. I'm like trending Bob Saget. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, my Twitter was like Bob Saget, like the whole thing. And then first I go to Facebook. First thing,
Bob Saget. And I was like, yeah, this is true. TMZ, Bob Saget dead. Mm-hmm. Shit. Well, this is true. That's how I found out, though. Not on my own, not going through Twitter. I'm like, oh, man, what? No. Homeboy came in. Yo, man, Bob Saget dead. Imagine that. That's how the news is broken to you.
That's how I want to be woken up in the morning. Yo, Bob Saget dead.
If it was like the old times, you know, like the British are coming, but instead someone's just running down the street, yo, Bob Saget dead! Bob Saget dead!
Like the kid at the end of The Matrix.
Yes.
It's over! Bob Saget's dead! Zion! Bob Saget's dead!
Everybody cheered though, so that's fucked up. Yeah! Bob Saget dead!
That's right.
We're not cheering for Bob Saget dead.
Bob Saget wouldn't want us to laugh.
No, he would. Yeah, he would. He would want us to laugh. The man is funny. The man was funny. I don't care what y'all said. I mean, I can't tell you like a fucking like... We can't really go and tell you like a Bob Saget stand-up or a Bob Saget like fucking hilarious lines other than the ones we mentioned. But... he entertained us in Full House and America's Funny Home Videos, so I'll give it to him.
And like we already mentioned, the movies that he did, the movies are good.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't he? Like, he was like he had to be in that. He was the dad of Full House, so that's what he was, and he had to stay. And then he was the host of America's Funny Videos, so he had to stay in that level of comedy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, very family friendly comedy. And that's the comedy that I believed he had. So when I got older and found out that no, and then you see him like I said, and I believe it was Half Baked when he was the first time that we see him like break out of that shit, and he was like, I suck dick for coke, and you're like, whoa, Bob Saget, what the fuck? And that makes it even funnier. Nothing's funnier than seeing someone break out of their shell and, you know, being outrageous more than. That's why I love seeing like Disney stars and Nickelodeon stars when they grow up. Oh yeah,
like I was just thinking about Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny as hell for her to be like on a talk show talking about her vagina or something when she did all this kid-friendly shit for so long.
Yeah, they really try to break out of that mold. Shia LaBeouf too. They really try to break out of that mold like real hard. I forgot who I was gonna mention someone else, but you get the point. Like when you see someone break out of their mold and doing that, or like for me also former Power Ranger stars, like when I see them do something else, like you gotta remember that in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, I had a crush on the Yellow Ranger, on that character. So you can imagine how happy I was years later that actress was in not another teen movie as the exchange, the exchange student who was naked all the time. I was like, is that my favorite Power Rangers naked? Like I got to, that was a dream come true.
Oh yeah.
So it's always great to see characters break out of their mold. And when we saw Bob Saget finally get out of that thing, when he was like, he didn't have to live up to that image anymore. Hell yeah, that was the shit. Some people found it like, or I see in comments that some people find it awkward or strange, especially from his joke on the aristocrats and whatnot. And I'm really like, there better not be no bullshit. I swear to God, there better not be no bullshit that later on the motherfucker's gonna talk and be like, oh, he was actually very creepy and this and this and that. Like, nobody better say a damn thing. God damn it.
Nothing. I don't want to hear shit.
Nothing.
He was a legend.
Yes. All right. Let's all keep talking shit about like Bill Cosby or something.
Dirty motherfucker.
I didn't know he was let out.
Wait, what? A prison?
Cosby, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently he was.
He needs to be in prison till death.
Apparently he was. Let's see. Apparently he was let. You look at Bill Cosby, it says American comedian. Okay. Yeah, he was that, but come on.
Now he's an American rapist.
See, Cosby became the subject of numerous sexual assault allegations, which became highly publicized during the Me Too movement. In 2018, Cosby was convicted of aggravated incident assault against Andrea Constant. He was in prison until the conviction was vacated in June 2021 by the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania for violation of Cosby's Fifth Amendment and 14th Amendment due process rights. In November 2021, the prosecution petitioned the U.S. Supreme Court asking it to reverse this decision. So there you go.
Bullshit.
Because of due process right. In the United States Constitution, a due process clause is found in both the 5th and 14th Amendment to the United States, which prohibits arbitrary deprivation of life, liberty, or property by the government except as authorized by law, and then something else that just goes out or whatever.
See, this is why we need the Boondock Saints and Dexter in every city.
Mm-hmm.
Every city.
Mm-hmm. And that's fucked up because, you know, it was already shocking to hear this shit about Bill Cosby. Because it just fucked up. Like, you know, I grew up on the Cosby Show, and those were...
Yeah, I did too.
Those were great shows, and now you can't even see that because Bill Cosby tainted it.
He said taint.
You know he fucked with a lot of taint, though. That's what's messed up. God damn. Like, I put the Cosby Show here. Oh, you could actually watch the Cosby Show on Sling.
I don't want to.
Why you like that?
Phantom Knight says his conviction was overturned because they used something against him that they couldn't, and it violated his Fifth Amendment. His fifth to incriminate himself.
There you go.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
Then also this, right? Apparently it was his TV show wife, Fiola Rashad, who played Claire Huxtable, who campaigned to, you know, free him, saying that, you know, he was wrongfully whatever, blah, 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 and he should be freed. And then that got her in trouble because she's a dean in some school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Howard University or something like that, or some shit. I don't know. It got her in trouble, and they were gonna remove her from her job. But then he campaigned for her to not be removed from her job. And apparently now he's like all like a right winger and shit like that. I don't know. It's all funny. Hey, she married a dentist. Oh, you see right here. In May 2021, Rashad was appointed as Dean of Howard University Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts. In June 2021, her comments supporting the release of former co-star Bill Cosby from prison were criticized. Some called for Howard University to revoke her appointment, and Howard University stated that personal position of university leadership did not affect Howard University policy. Rashad later apologized in an email to Howard University students and their parents.
Wow.
So yeah, they try to cancel her ass.
That's fucky. But on good news, though, what about that new Matrix movie?
Okay, that new Matrix movie, though. Yeah! like I don't know if you guys watched The Matrix 4, and we'll just talk about like it's we just talk about the reaction from the people towards Matrix 4. Like for me and Rachel here, we were very excited for Matrix 4. I mean, this is a movie that this is a franchise that we love. The whole trilogy, like 1, 2, and 3. We love those movies. Most people are just one, and they're like the sequels or whatever. We are like 1, 2, 3 are all great.
It's all one movie.
Yeah, one great trilogy, one great story, and all the messages and symbolism, metaphors, and psychology and theories and everything is there. Matrix 4 comes, and we're very excited to see these characters come back. We had a lot of questions, like what's going to happen, what's going to happen, but this, that. As in the first Matrix, we were not ready for this Matrix.
Right.
And it's in the sense that we weren't ready because we didn't know what to expect. We were expecting, I guess, something crazy.
I'll say this, like, all the questions that come about when you watch the preview for it, all of them get answered in the movie. So if you're hesitant to go watch it because you don't understand how they got to where they are now, it'll all make sense when you watch the movie.
I'll say this, I'll say it makes more sense if you watch it multiple times.
Oh, there you go.
For me, at least. Like, I get it the first time around, but it takes multiple times to get it first time around. Phantom Knight said, like, it was the best one of the series. Like, was it the best one of the series? Maybe not, but it was enjoyable.
True.
Definitely, yes. But here's the thing. I was telling Rachel before we got on the podcast and talked a little bit about it. Sorry about that. But I told her that I follow someone on YouTube now because the videos got to my attention, and this guy's just going deep in the Matrix Resurrection and just going deeper and deeper, and every time he goes deeper, it makes me, appreciate it and understand it and love it more and more. And I was already doing that by watching them constantly over and over again. And I was watching them constantly over and over again because I don't know, there's something about it. Like my fiance, unfortunately, she didn't dig it. She thought it wasn't good because she don't like the changes it did or this and that. Like, she gets it, but she don't like the changes it get. I too feel that. Like, there's some changes that I'm like, why? But that's why I kept watching it, because I wanted to understand it. Because I know one thing. I know for one, this movie was like a big, like, fuck you, Warner Brothers. Like, you want this so bad, here it is. Like, here it is, but it's gonna be a fuck you to your face, and also these other people who talk shit. But outside of that, it's also more shit, and it's so, I love how meta it is.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought it was cool how meta it is. The first half of the movie is completely meta, but it makes sense the more you think about it. And then the more you think about deja vu makes sense in this movie, because the deja vu equals the change. And this movie is all about changing. Everything's changing throughout of it. Everything's different. People talk about how, like, it's not the same Matrix anymore. You don't even see the green tint, but that's because you just said it. It's not the same Matrix anymore. It's a new Matrix. No, it's
Matrix. Different. It's an all new Matrix. They did a purge. I won't say how that affected it, but in the purge, it's a new Matrix. So they're filming in a new city too, so it doesn't look the same anymore. Like you said, the green tint is gone. But still, when they go back to the real world, you still have that blue hue on everything in the real world, which is cool. So there's changes. There's stuff that's still the same, that's going to be there from the originals that you're still going to like. But just, like, going into it, I had one expectation of what I thought it was going to be like just by watching the trailer for it. And I can say that some of it was what I was expecting, but the rest of it is not. It's totally different, and it's gonna trip you out, and it's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna love it.
Right from the get-go, like right in the beginning of the movie, it already, like, tripped me out. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Why is this happening? Like right off the bat, like what's going on here? What's happening? Shout out Heal Up, what's up? Shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming up in the machine room. He's asking, was the Matrix good? That's what I'm saying. Like it's on the personal opinion. Me personally, I like it. Matter of fact, I would even say that I love it. You know, is it better than the first one? No. Is it better than the complete trilogy together? No. But I don't hate it. I love it. Like right now, even telling you this, and I've watched it 3 times already. Right now, I could watch it again.
Me too.
I could watch it again. I could watch it again.
I may watch it again tonight just because fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I could watch it again. I could have it as background, my comfort movie, and just keep just keep trying to notice more things. Like I notice things more and more watching this movie, you know, and appreciating things more and more. And it's like, okay, I accept this. Is there stuff that I wish were different? Yes. Is there stuff that I would have done differently? Yes. I am fully would love to see just this something between the gap of revolutions and resurrections.
Yeah, like if they did like another Animatrix or something,
yeah,
they should totally fill in that gap.
That story in between there about this whole like the Civil War and the uprising, the purging, and what happened to Zion, all that shit will be very, very fucking interesting to see. Mm-hmm. And the more I watch this, I remember discussing this to you too, because I remember texting you, and I think I was watching it when I texted to you. I was like, dude, you gotta think about it, that Neo and Trinity were just going through hell and torture for years, decades. You know, like these people were being tortured. And when I thought about that, it's like I start feeling like really bad for these characters. You know, it's like, God damn it, like these people couldn't even die in peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. That's. I mean, I don't think that's giving away anything. But it's. Look, here's the thing, right? The movie is on HBO Max, so you can see it. There's nothing stopping you from seeing it. You don't have to go to the fucking movie theaters to see. I did that. We did that.
I went day one.
Yeah, we went to the movies to see this movie, and I don't regret it at all. I'm glad I did. It was fucking, you know, this deserved that experience. I love that. I love that. Once I did that, once I got home, I was like, well, I could watch it again. You know. That's what I loved about it. I could go home and be like, oh, I'm going to watch it again. And that's what I did. But this is, like, available at home already. So, for those asking, like, is it good? Is it not? Like, motherfucker, like, you could be cooking or you could be working on an assignment, a project or something. You could have Matrix play in the background and you could find out for yourself whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
I recommend people watch it, especially if you're a fan of the original trilogy and the Animatrix. It's going to build onto that storyline, so you're going to see a lot more of that world and those characters, and it's also going to talk about what happened to people that aren't in it anymore, because there's a lot of people that are missing, you know, even just from the trailers that we were hoping to see again. But like I said, they explain all of that. If you just watch it, enjoy it for what it is, don't go into it with a bunch of expectations, and it's going to be awesome.
Chata brings up something cool. He asks, is this movie about binaries, ones and zeros? It's funny because binary is seen there. Like literally, like the word binary is seen there and the screen because it's something... Can I say this? It's seen there on the screen, but it's also a hidden theme kind of in the movie. There's so many things playing around. Like I already told you about Deja Vu. That's like a big fucking thing playing around the movie. But there's so many other shit just playing around the movie. And you just gotta think. Like I think when people saw this movie, they were like, all right, let's see what fucking crazy shit they're gonna do and blah, blah. Like it was like right in your face kind of stuff. But they forgot that The Matrix is more of like not what's presented on you on the surface, but what's presented to you underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, you gotta see what's going underneath. And I also laugh at how people are, complaining about Neo not doing much, and he was just more of like a force pushing kind of character. But I think like there's reasons to that, but also in another sense of like it's Keanu at 60s, like
Yeah, he's getting old, guys. Give him a break. And then like that whole, there's the scene where they shave his face and his beard off.
mm-hmm.
He finally like looked his age.
Yeah.
Like usually with the long hair and the beard, he looks younger than he should be, but now you get to see gray hairs and shit, and you're like, okay, come on, yo, he's getting old.
Yeah, he's almost pushing. He's 57. Come on, guys.
Yeah, he's almost 60.
He's almost 60. This guy's a national treasure. He was kicking ass though. We're not gonna like
Yeah,
front.
he kicks
like,
major ass.
He was kicking ass, but they
Major
didn't have
ass.
him like doing it like crazy.
If you want to watch him do that, watch him and Smith and Reloaded.
Yes, and then watch their final bout in Revolutions.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it was so fucking great. Phantom Knight, I was kind of wonder how it tied into the Matrix game. It seemed like a lot of the post-Revolution storyline changed from what that established. Into the Matrix was a Reloaded game. Because Into the Matrix tied into Reloaded. It was literally like, I always thought like it would be cool if they did the Matrix Reloaded extended cut or something, and you just took the fucking clips from Into the Matrix and put it into Reloaded.
Oh yeah.
Because that'll make sense. I'm pretty sure someone out there did that.
I'm sure.
And I gotta find it. But it's literally like side by side. Which was the game that took place after Revolution? You mean the online?
Yeah, that was Matrix Online.
Yeah, that was Matrix Online.
Which also brings, to question, was that canon? Because the Matrix Online that found they were not even in the real world. And there was something called a yellow pill, which was supposed to wake you up to go to the actual real world.
But nobody wants to be in the real world.
We got jobs.
Let's face it.
Shit's sad.
It's sad. It's sad as fuck. Like if this
Bob
is
Saget died.
If this is simulation right now, I don't want to be in it. No, wait. If this is simulation right now, yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to say like if this is something outside the simulation right now, it's probably way worse. Who wants that? Who the fuck wants that? It was good though. Like I don't like people these days. They really, I don't know what they're expecting. I guess they just felt like they're being regurgitated, but they don't see what she was trying to show and say. I don't see. Like I want to. I want these people to watch these videos I'm watching because they just break it down. This guy seems like he's like on point. It's something you can't just watch. You gotta keep. Why do you think we kept watching the original Matrix trilogy? Is because
over and over.
There was more things to. There's still to this day. Like I'm still trying to. I had this theory about Seraph being a past one, and now my theories is that Seraph was, a former. He's clearly a program. Either he was a former agent or some. I thought he was a past one, but that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a former agent that finally broke free from it, like Smith did. Didn't want to be a part of it. Saw the importance of someone like the Oracle, who that's also something that man, this is something that like blew my mind once I saw it in this video. I wish I could say these kind of things like, oh, I came up with this fucking theory, but the theory of like, and it's not even a theory because it seems like it's like the actual thing. Because remember how Neo always says like he never believed he was the one, that he was never the one. The Oracle told him you're not the one, but that the notion of the one was not even real. It was just him and what he believes in and shit like that.
Not only that, but it's him and Trinity together.
Yeah,
because everything that they do together is the path of the one, and so both of them together are the one, which makes sense.
It's all like everybody there was actually like between Morpheus, Trinity, Neo, and Smith is all connected, and the Oracle was all about choices and manipulating everything so we didn't go back through the same path as the other anomalies or the ones did. And that was the thing, like he was not the one, but he was an anomaly because he was different from the other ones. And Oracle will sway everything into a specific direction. So when she asked him, it's like, and don't worry about the vase. He was like, what vase? And he breaks it. And he was like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah, but what's really gonna fuck with you is would you have done it if I didn't say it?
Yeah.
You know, like it was that one little thing that directed you towards that path. And then they brought up that we see in Reloaded the Merovingian manipulates a pie to make a girl orgasm. So it connects to the Oracle manipulating the cookies. It was like, here, take the cookie. Once you take this, don't worry about it. Like you'll be like whatever, and that you don't believe in all this shit and blah blah blah. But that cookie somehow manipulated Neo or got him into the path that she wanted to get him to, and then also led to Trinity because she said like, hey, you know who's gonna be the one because you're gonna fall in love with the one, and that made him, and then made Neo go like, oh, not so bright, are you? Like, what you talking about? You know, trying to make him think like, oh, you know, hey, this girl over here, she likes you, you know, this girl like you, making them both connect because she know that them together will make a difference. It's all this. You guys gotta go. Oh my god. You see this? It's a whole class, motherfuckers. You guys gotta...
The Matrix 101.
You gotta watch these and watch videos and read articles and all this shit, and don't read stuff from people who's like, oh, this is stupid and all they did is this. Like, no, you don't look at those people. You look at the people who are actually looking at this shit the way that it's supposed to be looked at and having fun with it. Because these people over here that are just negative about it, they're killing the vibe. Is Matrix Resurrection the Matrix? No. Is Matrix Resurrection god awful? No. You know what's god awful? King of Fighters movie. I'm gonna say it for the rest of my life. I love the scene with Smith in the office, Phantom Knight. Which scene? We talking Matrix or the Resurrection right here? I love when he like, I don't know if that's like fucking spoiler, but he was all like, Mr. Anderson, you know? Like the first time that happened, I was like, holy shit. But then as I keep watching, I was like, this is kind of cool. He was like, you know, you gotta be kidding me. When he awakens, yeah, that's my shit. I always laugh at Neo fucking flying from the explosion though. That's funny to me. It's the Neo body mannerisms, you know?
Exactly.
I do like how he act. That was the one thing. I do love how Keanu acted in this movie because to me it was more emotion than he acted in the original 3.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you know, just that first half when he's all like trying to figure out like what the fuck's going on and blah blah, and then he was like, yeah, you know, you take this, and he's like, no, you're not real, and blah blah, you know, like that was real good shit. It's Keanu we know.
Good Keanu.
Well, Phantom Knight, you guys really trying to roll this. I feel like people are going to haunt me for the rest of my life now, knowing that I really hate this King of Fighters. You mean King of Fighters movie that basically has the Mortal Kombat storyline with dimensions take over other fighters with the... Fuck that shit, man. You know, you just don't understand, man. It's like you watch... It's like... Well, yep. For you, Rachel, for example, throw a video game you really like and you saw the movie for it and it was trash.
Hitman.
Really? With this guy?
I didn't like it.
No? I didn't think it was trash. It was basically like the Transporter, though.
Totally.
It was basically like the Transporter. And then the other one they did wasn't even that great either.
I heard it was bad. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it wasn't that great either. All right, well, fine. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. But does it give you like, you know, like me, like, why do you even exist?
Where did the Frenchman go? You just cussed at him and left.
Yep. And that was funny to me because the cool thing about watching it at home is that I have subtitles, so you could really like
dive
dig deep
in.
into it. Yeah, I could read everything and shit like that because I don't know what the fuck the Frenchman is saying that most of the time. He just screams. Everybody's fighting. She's like, but if you read it, he's literally being meta. He's breaking the fourth wall, and basically, it's basically like say like it's Lana's voice at people. At the watchers. I forgot everything that he said, but it was funny because he just came out of nowhere. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then he was like, we'll meet again. And it bounced. But it was a really great surprise. I was like, oh shit, it's the Merovingian.
Yeah,
like that.
that's my dude.
That was cool. He did just come out of nowhere, though.
He did.
Him and his boys just came out of nowhere. Apparently one of those guys, those exiles, was Tiger Chen, but I couldn't tell which one it was because the camera was just all over the place. I have that to say about this movie is that, as in the first Matrix trilogy, the camera work when it came to the fighting was very Hong Kong style, very good. And I don't know if that's because it was both the Wachowskis, but this one is just Lana Wachowski. And this movie, for me and you, we really noticed it. This movie is a lot of what she did in Sense8, she pulled it into this movie.
Oh yeah, there's even people from Sense8, the show, in The Matrix, which I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Damn near the whole cast and shit. I think there was like 4 or 5 people. There was the Latina chick, the one who was the Chicago cop, the Russian dude.
The German guy.
Was he German or Russian, right?
Wolfgang was German.
The shepherd, that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's German, not Russian.
Oh, okay. Well, this German guy. I know there's someone else. The black chick. I think she was part of one of the creative team. Who was the girlfriend of that girl.
Oh, okay.
That's why, because I was like, man, she looks familiar. Isn't that the chick from like Doctor Who? But no, it wasn't her. It was because she was the black chick from Sense8, and I think there was someone else. So there was like 4 or 5 people from Sense8 that showed up in that movie. And then the editing style, where there's a lot of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, the fighting scenes to me were just like very Hollywoodish kind of stuff. Like it didn't really like. When you compare it to the other Matrix movies where it was more Hong Kong style and the camera focus right there, or they'll pan with them and let you really like experience the moment. With this one, it was just like pop, pop, choppy, 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 and it was still good. But
Joel Silver wasn't a part of this movie like he was with the original trilogy, was he?
I think kind of. I know I heard James McTeague. Maybe Joe Silver too. Hold on. We gonna look it up right now. With our dumb asses. Because we like Google's our friend.
Google all day.
Produced by James McTeague, Lana, and Grant Hill. Oh, like the basketball player?
Oh, my phone went off.
I'm about to say, if it was the basketball player, that would have been hilarious. Yeah, I don't see Joe Silver name anywhere here.
Yeah, so that's gonna tell you a lot because Joel Silver is like an action guy, so I think he knows how to be like an action cinematographer. So you can tell like he wasn't a part of those movies or the new movie.
I don't see no Bill Pope either. You see the guy who was who played Chad as the stuntman from Keanu and also the director of John Wick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you didn't notice that?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the husband, Chad. That was his stunt.
Chad.
That was his stunt double in the Matrix movies and the director of John Wick.
That's awesome.
Because I believe the other John Wicks. No. He's the one that continues to direct them. The guy, it was him and some other dude in the first John Wick, and then I think he just took over for the rest, while the other guy just went on to do like the Deadpool movie. And the other guy that directed it with him was the one that played Terry Bogard in the fucking live action King of Fighters movie that I hate so much.
You hate that movie.
I fucking it's pissing me off. Chad Stahelski, see, so that was him, and David Leitch is the other guy. David Lynch went on after John Wick. He did Atomic Blonde.
I love that movie.
Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw.
Great movie.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's what you went on to do. Oh, Nobody.
Oh, Nobody is so fucking good.
Yes, Nobody. So yeah, he went on to do it. He just
Chada Hill Up says, I've never watched Atomic Blonde yet. We should. It's such a good movie. And I really hope they do a sequel to it.
You should. I'll tell you this. Any movie created by these guys in that camp of what are they called? 8711.
Mm-hmm.
Anything made by 8711. Watch.
Please do.
Don't question it or anything. Anything made by this production camp or this action camp of 8711 needs to be watched, because these people know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to action movies.
Totally.
I'm trying to look up all the movies made by this camp, but they're just showing me the John Wicks and Atomic Blonde. But Nobody was made by that camp too. I know they were.
Yeah.
I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, wait. Let's see here. The website themselves. 8711 design. Blockbuster action brought to life. David Lynch for Deadpool 2. Let's see. Nah, no way. Ninja Turtles?
Which one?
The one they brought back.
The new ones? Like both of them?
The CGI one, yeah.
I love those.
They showed that one right there. Hold on, let me see. Projects, private team, partners. Let's see, projects. Now it shows Jurassic World.
Oh, damn.
Maybe this is just what the stunt team worked on. Man of Tai Chi, of course, with Keanu Reeves.
Great fucking movie.
Atomic Blonde, Expendables 3, John Wick 2. Okay, there's a lot of movies. I guess there's a lot of movies that they worked on, but I want to see the movies that they actually like did, you know, like full on did. Because I'm seeing a lot of shit like Save, Killer Elite, Tron Legacy, The Mechanic, The Hunger Games. What the fuck? These motherfuckers been
Hunger Games.
Yeah, they worked on In Time with Justin Timberlake that my girl just barely saw. Red. Yeah, I don't think this gives the whole fucking like list of fucking movies. Like I'm looking at Deadpool right here, and he wasn't not even in the list. Going down. Let's see.
Well, tell people where they can find us.
Oh shit! Well, you can find us not in 8711. That's for sure. They haven't made our movie yet. TMNT is coming to Fortnite. Everything's coming to Fortnite. It's fucking. Don't get me started. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for being here. This is 2022. You can find the Machine Room Podcast at machineroompodcast.com. And right there, you can find everything Machine Room, where you could hear us, which is like everywhere, you know, where you can watch us on YouTube. So follow us on YouTube at Real Machine Room. Not that fake one.
The real one.
The Real Machine Room. And you can watch this again there. Or if you subscribe to us here, you can watch the video on demand. Yeah. And just listen to us when you're pooping, driving on your way to work, while you're at work, stuff like that. That's when I do it. When I'm pooping, mostly. I take some long-ass shits. You gotta make sure to get it really, really all out.
And we got pretty much all over as far as, like, listening to the podcast later. You can listen to it on Spreaker. We're now on TuneIn, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts.
And most of those I never even heard of.
There you go.
So there you go. Like every day there's a new podcast place. You know? We're going to be implanted into your earlobes at one point. And you'll be forced to just watch us. But we like to thank you guys for being here, the ones that are in the chat Thank you very much. Much love, even for those lurking. I'm gonna call your names out: Caribbean Zombie, Chatter Heal Up, A10, Commander Root, Droop Dog, Ixneck, Cassip, LaKaylee, Phantom Knight, Spend Dog. We love you guys. You guys is great. And of course, give it up for Hammer of Venus over here. Yeah! She's the greatest. And give it up for me.
What?
I said give it up for me.
What?
I said give it up for me.
What?
Give it up for me.
Yeah!
Thank you. And once again, guys, this has been the Machine Room Podcast. Y'all don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. We'll check you out next week. Go watch The Matrix 4. Watch some Bob Saget clips in honor of his legacy and memory.
Watch his stand-up, too, because it's really funny.
Watch his stand-up. And definitely, if you haven't yet, go see Spider-Man No Way Home, because you're missing it.
Oh, my God. It's the best movie ever made.
It's still number one. They pushed Morbius because that movie is still making money.
Yep. Because it's so fucking good.
Yep.
It has like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's fucking crazy.
I want to know what happened to the other 2% because somebody's being a dick.
Someone's being an asshole. No, they're those people that I seen videos like, yo, this movie is awful, right? Like, it was all cool and all this stuff, but who the fuck is this guy, right? Who's this guy? Like, he comes up in the end, going up to Mary Jane and Ned, and there was like, who the fuck was this guy throughout the whole movie? And if you get the joke, then you get the joke. If you don't, I'm not going to explain it because maybe someone hasn't seen the movie. Anyways, good night. The joke is...